Hello, friends. It has been a while. It has been like 3 weeks almost since I've done a video for you. So there was a lot going on. We've had family emergencies and then we had a hurricane, and it has just been absolutely hectic. So we are back and we are at Swanee Thrift, which is actually right by my house. I didn't have much time today to go and drive to a lot of the ones that I regularly go to, and this one can be really good, and it's only like 10 minutes from my house. So we're at Swanee Thrift in Chiefland, and we're gonna go in and see what we can find. All right, so we're gonna see what we see out front. This little lion is cute, but he's got holes with stuffing coming out, and so I think I'm gonna pass on him for now, and we'll see if we see anything else. I see this vintage Disney Winnie the Pooh. I think it's probably a twin size, but unfortunately there's no top sheet. So while that would sell, it probably would bring about $15, while the set would bring closer to 30. So I did decide to skip on that. Look at this gorgeous quilt. So this one's 20, and it is definitely well worth it. Really pretty, hand done. But unfortunately, a lot of times with reselling, it is super hard to get the money for things like that. And this one didn't have a price, but I'm gonna assume it's probably close to what that other one was. And so I love the little fish hanging down, but this one had a couple of tears, and so I'm gonna leave that one as well. We're gonna look here by the door. There are a lot of pillows here. I actually passed on this pillow and it was $2.50, and I should not have. So I looked this up afterwards. If you're in the area, I believe this is still there. And it looks like it sells for anywhere between $40 and $70. So sometimes our gut instinct is wrong. I think this might be a pillow cover. It's only $1. I did decide to skip it. I probably could have got that one as well. There's some more pillows here, but I don't see too much. There's a little cross stitch one, but it had a lot of staining, so I left that one too. And we're gonna go inside. I did find an Anthony Richards nightgown. That is what's in my hand. I thought I got it on camera, but I guess I did not. So let's see. And it looks like they've kind of moved things around in here. And if any of you know about baskets, look at this. This is like woven around sticks. It was $20. I feel like it might be worth it. If you know anything about baskets, definitely let me know. I tried to use Google Lens and I couldn't really find anything similar to it. And I'm just kind of perusing and scanning over this area, which you can do with me. And if I missed anything, this one luckily is 10 minutes away. So if you see something I missed or there's something you like, then you can definitely let me know. And in this situation, it would not be hard for me to go back. So they've got some hats here. These are only 50 cents, which is really good price. And I'm gonna look through here and see what I see. If you do not know, Bucky's stuff sells well. This hat actually should only go for about 17, which is a little lower than I want, but for 50 cents I am okay with that. And yeah, sometimes you make exceptions to your own rules, and that's okay. All right, look at this. This is a beautiful woven, probably I would say Mexican purse. Gorgeous sun, beautiful colors. It's almost like a woven blanket. And I think that one was only $2.50. Now, this fossil, if you were getting it for yourself, $20 is a great buy. But resale, it's worth about 45 to 50, so just not worth it after fees for me to pick it up. However, if you were buying it for yourself, it would be a great price. And I always stick my head in the book rooms because sometimes there is artwork and pictures up in there. So I don't sell a ton of books, but I always look in there for artwork and pictures. Just stick my head in, and I found some good stuff in there. Look at this little angel. She was cute. So they have really, really great prices here. Look at this little hand crocheted Humpty Dumpty. It's only $1. So I'm going to get that. That took somebody a long time to make, and I appreciate that. So they have some costume jewelry. I didn't really look through that. In my experience, most times at thrift stores, it is a little bit harder to find higher value, but they can be there. I just didn't take the time to look through it. Here's a cute little Avon kitty cat. I didn't look that one up. There are a few Avon pieces that can sell well, but things like that Belle decanter, those were mass produced, and that is something typically you want to look over and not pick up, is what I'm trying to say. Because if it was mass produced, the supply is going to be big and the demand will be low. So always be cautious with anything Avon that you look it up, because the majority of it does not sell well. That was a cute little leaf tray, but it wasn't marked, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that one. I don't know how I didn't notice that wicker basket that's right there with the pink lace, but I didn't until just now. Now, these are really cute. They are cat occupation, made in Italy. It looks like there are quite a few listed for $24.99, but none of them have sold. So I did decide to skip over those, where typically that is something that I would pick up. And this little ice bucket, I don't see any writing on it, so I think we'll leave that too. Look at this little basket. It's a little hand-woven pine needle basket. And here's another one. And these take a ton of time. This one's only $3. I think this bigger one will go for about $30, and the smaller one actually might go for a little bit more. And here's another little like flower picking basket for 50 cents. Another pine needle one, which here where we live, there are a lot of pine trees, and I'm sure a lot of pine needle art being done. This one was more lopsided than the other big one, so I did decide to leave that one while I grabbed the other 3. And they've gotten a lot more shelves in here since I was last here. So it's nice because they've got a lot more merchandise that is out. And this little footed pot here in the right is catching my eye. So I'm going to see if we can grab it and take a closer look. So it is marked with an oriental marking, not one that I'm familiar with. It's really, really pretty. It was $3.50, but I tried to Google Lens it and I was unable to locate it, so I did leave it. But if you think I should have got that, let me know. And this is a prime example of me behaving. So this is Tonala. It says Manzanito. It's a little water pitcher. It was $3. And those, honestly, unless they're absolutely spectacular, do not sell. So I left it. But this little left-in, I don't know if it's an orchid or what it is. It has one big petal broke off, but it was only $1/4. So I got that. And this is a little tiny pigeon forge pottery vase. I don't think there's much value in that, but I'm not too sure. And look at this little kitty cat. It's so cute. I was thinking it was like a top, but it's actually just a one-piece little figurine with the kitty cat sleeping in the teacup. Now, this tile, if it was not chipped on the corners, definitely was something that I would have picked up. However, the top left and bottom right corners were both chipped on that, so I passed on it. And this is another one. Look at that crack there. This is another one I would have picked up had it not had the crack, because it has a really nice stopper. Now they do have it priced accordingly with the crack, and it's only $1. So again, if you're a collector, amazing, amazing price on that one. But for reselling, I think it would probably be a little bit hard to sell with speed. So it would probably sell, but it would take a while. Look at this little doll. So this little doll is $1 and she's actually worth 15, but I really am trying to get mainly over $25 items. Look at this. So this bear by itself would not catch my eye, but do you see this dress is made of vintage linens and doilies, and she's only $2, and that dress is worth the $2 by itself, even without the bear. So I think that one's definitely a good pickup. Made in Japan, little flat, almost like a fan vase. That one was $4. I did decide to pass on that one. That one's another one that possibly could have been worth picking up. Look at the tiny little beaver, but its little beak, it's not a beak, it's not a bird, it's little, whatever you call the front of a beaver's mouth, is broke off. I did get that tiny little duck. It was very, very cute. Now let's see what we see here. Look at these napkin rings. I think this is tatting. Those were really, really nice. But again, a lot of the handmade stuff is a little bit harder to sell, unfortunately. All right, so in my experience here, this back room has a little bit of higher dollar and more vintage and antique pieces than other places in the store. So we're gonna look in here and see what we see. It's my favorite thing to say. Little Coca-Cola bottle opener. I'm not sure if that one is vintage or not, so I am gonna pass on that one. Check this out. So this is a Danbury mint. It is West Slope Winter. Beautiful, beautiful figurine. That one is worth about 40 to 45. So they had it priced at 25. So again, for a collector, great price. For me, not enough room for profit. Now these sailboat coasters, I actually might go back and get those for myself. I totally didn't even think I could use those for myself. And look at this. This is a brass dragon boat candle holder. And I did find some of those, but the sell-through rate was not great. This is an excellent condition. Gorgeous Betsy Johnson purse. This one is $5 and it is worth about $40. So this one is definitely a good pickup, and it is in beautiful condition. I was hoping I would find more Betsy Johnson, but I don't think there is any more. But we are definitely grabbing the Blue Hearts one. Ruby red ashtray. So this vintage Disney tin, they have it at $4. It's worth about $15. So again, with fees and stuff, just not a good pickup for me, and I'm not overly into Disney stuff, so that one I am okay leaving behind. I am going to show you here how I looked that up. So I used Google Lens on my phone, and you can see here there's one for 14, there's one for 20, and that is how I do it. I use Google Lens, take a picture, look it up, and that's not a true comping, because to do that you need to search for the item and see if it's sold, but it will give you a generalized idea of value. That little vase was a reproduction. And this one they've got at 100. And that one, there are some of that brand that go high, but I think that piece is probably worth between 75 and 100. So that one, again, for me, there is not a lot of room for profit. Nice vintage purse here on the left. We're going to take a look at that, but look at this glass. So you can see the amazing polished bottom on the bottom of this. This one is probably a Murano piece. The quality is absolutely beautiful. They have it priced at $30. I did try and find that with Google Lens, but unfortunately I was unable to. So something that cost $30, I really would want to find a comparable, and I was unable to do that. Look at this little house. This has little mosaic glass all around it. That one was definitely cute. And then this one is a pewter set. It was a pewter company I wasn't familiar with. You can see the little dish, and then it's got a little, like, sugar bowl. I think that was a sugar bowl. So here I am trying to find that glass basket. But the stuff that's coming up is not that, so you have to make sure you click, because that was a bowl, it wasn't a basket. So a lot of this stuff that's coming up is bowls. So since I couldn't find a basket, that is why I decided to leave that. And this is a gorgeous, it says Firenze, Italy, and it's actually a Italian company that starts with an S, but I really could not, I was trying to get it closer to my eyes. I could not spell it to be able to comp it. So if anybody might know some history, it started with an S and then it said Firenze, Italy. Look at this. So this one's priced at $15. This is a vintage brass cigar ashtray. But that one is actually worth about $60. So that one I am going to pay up for. I'm going to pay that $15 because I do think that one is worth it. Let's see. This initially really looks like an Italy plate, but when you turn it over, it is made in China. So it was made to look like an Italian plate, but it actually was not. It's a cypress knee, for those of you that might not know. They're everywhere here in Florida. Oh no, that one actually might be worth selling. I might have to look that up and see. So there was a glass sculpture there in the back, and it was by an artist, I think out of Orlando, Florida, but I wasn't able to find any information on that one. So that one I left as well. This one's really pretty, but it has a big repair on it. So that one I am going to leave behind. I didn't even notice that starfish bowl either that is down there. Colby made this. It's a very pretty picture, maybe good for like potpourri. I might have to go back and check out that bowl. It's amazing what you see watching a video back that you don't see when you're actually there in person. That happens quite a bit. That's why if you have time when you're thrifting, it is always good to go back over. So that one, that picture was probably worth about 20 to 25, the Italian picture. And that one was a true Italian piece. So I seem to always find some decent stuff here on these back shelves. I'm going to look and see if we see anything. But I have found some of the best things I found here on these back shelves, so I always check them out. And yeah, look at this. Gute Fahrt. I don't know what that means, but I believe it's German. Look, and then there are these little German shopping bags. How cute are these? I think I'm gonna get these little German like souvenir shopping bags. And just then my eye caught there in the back, and I don't think I could move fast enough to get this. Look at this Mary Hadley piece, and it is only $2. I was hoping they would have some more. It is a little happy anniversary Mary Hadley plate. And I have done very, very well with Mary Hadley, and most of her work looks the style exactly like what you saw me grab. And so make sure to keep an eye out for her. This is very, very heavy. It is brass, and I think it might be lapis lazuli or tile. And then they have the red one too. These are priced at $25, and it looks like they go for about $35. So I did look those up, but again, not enough room for profit on those. Let's see if we see anything else here. Hiding, look, she was hiding in the corner. Do you see her? There's a little broom doll, and I haven't sold very many of these. I've only sold a couple, but I think they are so cute. So she's got a little crochet skirt and her little curls, and she's a wall decoration, and she was only $2. So we are going to bring her home with us. And I am going to look up these Oriental dolls because some of them can be valuable. I'm not sure. I did not look up this one, but I'm going to look up those porcelain ones there. And then this is a Culver glass. There's only a single one, but it's $1. It looks like a set of 4 sells for about 100 or so. So I should be able to get about 25 for that single one. And then here is a Fitz and Floyd. I am also going to look this one up. If you do not know, there are a handful of Fitz and Floyd pieces that are very valuable. So you can see I grabbed my phone there with Google Lens, looking it up, and that one looks like it goes for about 35 to 40. So that one I'm going to leave. It's bigger, and for a $10 to $15 profit, I do not want to pack that thing. However, there are some Fitz and Floyds that are worth hundreds of dollars. So definitely keep your eye out for Fitz and Floyd. And you might want to even do a eBay search for Fitz and Floyd and sort it by highest to lowest and see which ones are valuable. Let's see what this is. Look at how cute she is. She's only $2, so I'm going to get her. A lot of the handmade stuff that I get is not overly valuable, but somebody put a lot of time into that. And I think finding it a new home where somebody appreciates the work was put into it is really important to the person who originally made it. Look at this one. This is definitely a vintage print, and it was only $2. So I'm going to grab that one as well. Now, this room is not one that I typically get a lot out of because it's mostly tools and household. They do have some license plates for $1, which is an amazing price. And I might go back and talk to him about these because I was thinking if he would give me them all for less than $1. There are definitely some plain Florida ones, which are only worth about 10. But I'm going to look up and see if these Florida antique tags, those might be a little more valuable. Or I could just go and pick out the ones that are more valuable as well. But I had my hands full, so I couldn't even search with my phone to see which of those were worth picking up. Because license plates for us sell between $8 and we've sold them up to $100. So some of them can be very valuable. And so you know, the rule legally is you cannot ever sell a government license plate, and you cannot sell a license plate unless it has been expired for over 3 years. And do not sell them on Facebook Marketplace. I got kicked off of Facebook Marketplace for listing them there. So that is my tips for selling license plates. And I realized, I was thinking I was almost done, but I realized I didn't even go check out the back section of the store, which includes the craft room. And I don't know how I forgot that. So we're going to go there now. And they did move in some of the stuff from outside because it looked like it might rain. So you're not seeing double. Some of the stuff that was outside is now inside. So these pillowcases, they did have a tag, but it was so worn I couldn't read it. So I knew they were not handmade or hand quilted, so I decided to leave those. And there's so many linens in these totes. I probably could come spend a day just digging through totes here. This is a really nice pillowcase, but it's only a single. So since it's only a single, I'm going to leave it. Look at this cute little embroidery hoop art. Friendship warms with a heart. That one's very cute, but I think this one's cuter. Look at the geese or ducks. This one is $2 and I'm going to get it. Now, look at these. I think these are probably one of the best finds of the day. These have U.S. Army stickers and they are wine bottles and they are really, really neat. They are $5 each and I think these should be worth at least $40, if not quite a bit more. They have added so many shelves, which I'm glad because there's so much more stuff. So this is a Starbucks tumbler that I just grabbed. And I think that one was only $1 or $2. There is a name on top of it, but I think that one should still go for like at least $20 or so. Let's see if we see anything here on these display shelves. All right, let's look down the hall again. Make sure we didn't miss anything. I had to go drop stuff off. So they do have little baskets, but I typically just bring my stuff to the counter and they will ring it up and pack it as I go. And that way when I get done, it's ready. It's a little bottle opener. It's got a little magnet. Not sure where that one was from. I did fix it and put that back. So let's see. There's so much stuff. And I think you could go here a few days in a row and still find different things. So I did look this Starbucks up and it's actually only worth about 10 or 15. So I probably should not have got that, but it's okay. We all are continually learning and we are going to make mistakes, and that is that. And I didn't get that kitty cat, but it was very, very cute. And I'm looking up here on the top because there used to be a lot of crochet blankets up there, but I think they have since moved those to where they're displaying them out front because I wasn't seeing very many. And I do, like, I will kind of browse the kids' clothes. I know, like, I have sold a Patagonia snowsuit that I got at a thrift store for $1 for $49. So if I see like heavy winter kids clothes, I tend to pay a little more attention to that than just regular daily wear clothes. The heavier outerwear, there are quite a few valuable pieces. And we're going to look in the book room for the art again. You can see there's art up there on the wall. I'm not seeing anything catching my eye today, but I have found quite a few art pieces in that back room on prior visits. I was looking at this folding playpen here. All right, it's hot out here in Florida. It's hot outside. I got a lot of stuff and I think some really, really good stuff. So I'm super excited to show you it all again right now. All right, friends, so here is the haul. Look at her dress out of Vintage Linens. Like, it's just so beautiful. Handmade. There she is. And I think she will do well. So these are Chianti, Italia. And the cool thing is they have the U.S. Army open mess stickers. I think those will do well. The cute little, either Mexico or Peruvian, might be Peruvian, but beautiful woven little bag. That one was $4.50. Here's the little Humpty Dumpty. So many cute things. The Buc-ee's hat, the little pine straw basket. I think this will be $30+. And then here's this little one. Like, look at the work on this. I think that is so cool. Betsy Johnson is definitely a good find for $5. That one should go for $40+. I guess I got this. I forgot. I didn't think I got it, but I got it. So something about it just made me think I need to get it. I'm going to research it more. Now, this one I did not notice. It has a big pedal knocked off. That's probably why it was $1/4. But, like, honestly, if you view it from this way, I think it's still fabulous. So I like it. I will still list it. And I got this little Tanala duck for 75 cents. And I think it is cute. And then here is the happy anniversary. It does say Avery happy anniversary, but that's okay. It's a cute little happy anniversary Mary Hadley plate. And then the Culver glass for $1. The other, so this basket's kind of lopsided, but not as bad as that other one was. So I still got that one. Here's my little broom doll. I like her. The Starbucks mug was only 50 cents. So, I mean, 50 into 10 is still good. It's just lower than the price point I've been trying to keep. And then the little, I believe she's Holly Hobby. Little lace embroidery. And then the ducks, which I think it's cool how they poof them up. My mom was actually making Dalton a quilt and talking about poofing up part of it. The cigar vintage cloisonne ashtray. I paid $15, but I think this is worth at least $60. And then the vintage picture is The Big Moment by Paul Deffelson, I think it says. I'm going to have to research that a little more. Here's the Anthony Richards nightgown I forgot to get on camera. And then here are my little Germany shopping bags, and they're in excellent condition. I'm assuming, halt, no parking, gut fahrt. What does that mean? Somebody that knows German, tell me what it means. But it's a little pillowcase. I thought it was super cute. So yeah, not a bad haul. This one again is only 10 minutes from my house. So if you saw anything you liked that I didn't get, let me know. And if you're interested in anything I did get, send me an email, thenurseflipper@yahoo.com. And I am very, very happy to be back with you guys. And hopefully we will have regular videos coming out from here forth.